The US and Iran exchanged fire near the Strait of Hormuz on Thursday, adding new strain to the ceasefire and raising questions about negotiations to end the war. Hours later, the United Arab Emirates, a key Gulf ally of the US, said it was responding to a missile and drone attack. President Donald Trump said on Truth Social that the attacks happened as 3 US military ships were transiting through the strait. There was no damage done to the 3 destroyers, but great damage done to the Iranian attackers. They were completely destroyed, along with numerous small boats, he wrote. The attacks highlighted the fragility of the ceasefire in the area around the Strait of Hormuz, which 20% of the world's oil used to pass through before the US and Israel attacked Iran on February 28. No ships transited the strait Thursday, the second day in a row that the critical waterway has had no traffic at all, according to S&P Global Market Intelligence. It's also the first time since March 12 to 13 that there have been 2 back-to-back days without marine traffic, Trump said on Thursday. The ceasefire is going. It's in effect, he added. It's just a love tap. Trump later told a group of reporters that peace talks with Iran were going very well. But they have to understand, if it doesn't get signed, they're going to have a lot of pain. Trump said a proposal had been given to Iran that included an agreement that it would not have nuclear weapons, and that it would give the nuclear dust to the US. Yeah, they've agreed. But when they agree, it doesn't mean much, because the next day they forget, he said. Trump said a deal might not happen, but it could happen any day. A US told that the US strikes in Bandar Abbas and Qeshm Island on Thursday were defensive and do not constitute a resumption of major combat operations against Iran. US Central Command said on X that 3 US Navy guided missile destroyers came under attack as they transited the Strait of Hormuz to the Gulf of Oman and responded with self-defense strikes. CENTCOM said the Iranian military launched multiple missiles, drones, and small boats at the vessels. No US assets were struck. US Central Command CENTCOM eliminated inbound threats and targeted Iranian military facilities responsible for attacking US forces, including missile and drone launch sites, command and control locations, and intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance nodes. CENTCOM does not seek escalation but remains positioned and ready to protect American forces. The Iranian military said it fired at US military ships only after the US military violated the ceasefire and attacked an Iranian oil tanker. The invading, terrorist and pirate US military violated the ceasefire by targeting an Iranian oil tanker moving from Iran's coastal waters in the Jask area towards the Strait of Hormuz, as well as another vessel entering the Strait of Hormuz opposite the port of Fujairah, in the United Arab Emirates, said the spokesperson for Iran's Qadim Al-Anbiya military command headquarters, according to the semi-official Mehr news agency. The spokesman also said the US had carried out air attacks on civilian areas along Iran's coast in Qeshm Island. Iran's state-owned Press TV later reported that following the exchange of fire, the situation on Iran's islands and in coastal cities near the Strait of Hormuz was back to normal now.